Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry.
In this video lecture, I will teach about alkenes in detail. Alkenes have two hydrogen atoms placed in the corresponding saturated hydrocarbons. They are also known as olefins, driven from the Latin word olefant meaning oil forming, because the lower member forms oily products on treatment with chlorine or bromine. The simplest olefin is C2H4, also known as ethene. Alkenes having one double bond are known as monoenes with general formula CnH2n. Alkenes containing two double bonds are called dienes. Let's talk about the relative stability of alkenes. There are three factors that influences the alkene stability. Number 1, degree of substitution. More highly alkylated alkenes are more stable, so stability of alkenes decreases in the following order, that is tetra-substituted alkene is highly stable than tri, which is more stable than di, and which is more stable in turn than mono-substituted alkene. The second factor which influences the stability of alkenes is stereochemistry. Trans alkenes are more stable than cis alkenes due to steric interaction when alkyl groups are on opposite side of the double bond. The detailed explanation of cis and trans has already been given in my another video. I'll leave an I button for you so that you may check that video out. The third factor which influences stability is conjugation. Conjugated alkenes are more stable than isolated alkenes as shown in the example below. 1,2-butadiene is more stable than 1,4-butadiene. Let us now discuss nomenclature of alkenes. The rules will be same as those of the alkenes with few changes in them. Let us discuss those changes. Number 1, select the longest continuous chain that contains double bond as parent chain. Change the ending of the name of the alkene of identical length from ANE to ENE. For example, the following picture is named as 3N-propyl-2-hexene. Second rule is number the chain so as to include both carbon atoms of double bond. Numbering begins from the end nearer to double bond. So the name of the given structure will be 5-methyl-2-hexene. Third rule suggests that designate the location of double bond by using the number of first atoms of double bond as a prefix. For example, 1-butene or 1-pentene. Number 4, indicate the locations of substituent groups by the number of carbon atoms to which they are attached. For example, 2,5,5-trimethyl-2-hexene. Next rule is the parent chain contains more than one double bond. They are alkadienes for 2, alkadienes for 3 and so on. For example, the given structure is known as 1,3-butadiene since it contains two double bonds. Viewers, let us now discuss the general methods of preparation. There are many other methods for the preparation of alkenes, however, we will discuss two of them. First is dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. Alkyl halides, on heating with alcoholic potassium hydroxide, undergo dehydrohalogenation, which means elimination of a halogen atom together with a hydrogen atom from adjacent carbon atoms, as shown in the reactions below. Second reaction to be discussed is dehydration of alcohols. Alcohols, when dehydrated in the presence of catalyst, gives alkene. The base procedure is to pass vapors of alcohol over heated alumina, which is P4O10, or concentrated sulfuric acid and phosphoric acid are also used for dehydration. The ease of dehydration of various alcohols is in the order of tertiary, secondary or primary. The reaction has been well illustrated below. Let's have a look at the structure of alkenes. The carbon atoms linked through pi bonds are sp2 hybridized. Therefore, each atom carries 3 sp2 hybrid and 1 p orbital. The carbon-carbon bond distance in ethene is shorter than that of carbon-carbon bond distance of ethane. In ethene, the bond length is 1.34 angstrom, whereas in alkane or ethane, the bond length is 1.54 angstrom. It is due to increased electron density between carbon atoms. Carbon atoms are coplanar in case of alkenes. The rotation of one carbon atom with respect to other is restricted, which results in cis-trans isomerism in alkenes. Let's have a look at the reactivity of a pi bond. A pi electrons are lays firmly held between the nuclei. A pi bond is therefore a weak bond as compared to a sigma bond. During a reaction, it breaks comparatively easily, rendering alkenes as reactive groups of compounds. The loosely held p electrons are more exposed to attack by the electrophilic reagents. Alkenes therefore undergo electrophilic reactions very easily.
Students, I hope this video lecture was helpful to you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel Candid Chemistry. Thank you.